Imagine winning 120 million naira on national television and become a whole celebrity, and then your father locks a room and beats you up. Not a random man on the street, your father. And when the police finally show up, they arrest you, and then they let you go. No investigation, nothing. This is exactly what happened to Ilebaye Odinya. If you guys don't want to say it, I will say it, because the more I dug into the story, the more I realized this is not just about Ilebaye. This is about a pattern too many people in this country know. And personally sit down and we don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. I've listened to Ilebaye's moms. I've listened to Ilebaye's father. I have seen what has happened. Okay, let me create this scene for you. It was late Friday, early hours of Saturday, May 9th, 2026. Ilebaye, the BB Nigeria star, right? One of the favorite, the winner of 2023. She went live and on Instagram. Now, normally when a celebrity go live, it's vibes and inshallah, you understand? And then maybe they are showing on an outfit or something, but this one was different. She was not talking to her fans there. She was on the floor. She was crying, face swollen, and behind her a grown man, her father, Honorable Emmanuel Odinya, hitting her, still hitting her on the live video for the whole internet to see. She was screaming, Nigerians, help me. I need to leave this house. I'm being locked up. Let that sink in. She had to go live on Instagram because that was the only way out. That was her only escape route. The door was locked. Pele Honorable. She couldn't leave the house. Now, some of you might be asking, how did she even get there? Relax. Ilebaye's parents separated in 2024. That was shortly after she left the BB Nigeria house. The mother left allegedly because of domestic violence in that home. She took her girls with her, but the boys, she left with them. That's Ilebaye's younger brother. They stayed with the father. So Ilebaye went back to that house now to visit her father. Just because of her brothers, not because of even the father, but because to just visit her brothers. But look at what she walked into. Now I want to give credit to and acknowledge the BB Nigeria stars, the BB Nigeria community. They actually showed up. People like Beauty Tukura on X at 2 a.m. was mobilizing people, calling for help. Tasha was also on her Instagram stories asking who is in Abuja right now that can take the police to her house. Phyna was making calls to get the security operative involved. These women didn't just post prayers up and went back to sleep. No, they moved. Police eventually got to the house, yeah? I need you to hear this. When police got there, that gate was locked. There were security doors. Police had to force their way into that man's house by 2:30 in the morning. A celebrity in Abuja, and they could not just walk in. They could not just knock. They had to do a break-in. When they finally got inside, they rescued Ilebaye alongside her brother. They took them to NNPC hospital. Visible bruises was on this girl. The father was arrested. Case closed, right? Right? But relax. This is Nigeria. He was released the same day. No full investigation. And the sons, which are Ilebaye's brother, was handed right back to that same man. So Phyna went back online. I was like, let me paraphrase. What kind of style is this? You left the man to go home? Nigerian police, and honestly, I don't even have a joke for this one because it's not funny. A man beats his daughter on live video. Evidence is there online. And you are lying to go back home even before the sun is up. Meanwhile, those boys are still in the house. Let's keep going. Now, because no Nigerian story is complete without a plot twist, the father now came out to speak. Let me walk you through what he said carefully, because I think it's important we don't dismiss without explaining it. Let's examine it properly. Abi, he said he used his connections, his influence, his money, and even reached out to some government officials to mobilize people to vote Ilebaye during the BB Nigeria contest. That is a lie. You must have mobilized people, but saying you own 70%. All right, let's say that is even true. I give that to him. He then says after she won, she became distant. She didn't appreciate the Kogi community that supported her. She stopped communicating with him and stopped listening to him. Then this one got people really talking online when he said that he asked her to lend him money for medical checkup in Dubai. And she said she didn't have it. And then he saw her on video spraying $100 bill at Mercy Ake's event and on Cross event. I've heard her mother's side. Her mother says it's a lie. When Ilebaye came out of the house, she gave him 7 million. Allegedly, according to the mother. She gave him another 5 million during his trip, even this last year. This man is just a pure politician. Even if everything the man said is true, I mean every single thing, let's assume that it's true, none of it explains locking your daughter in a room and beating her like a snake. Yoruba would say like a snake that they don't used to eat. None of it. She disrespected me. That's not enough reason. She didn't appreciate my support. It's not enough reason. She said she had no money, then spent money on someone. That one is even annoying and even annoying to hear. Not a reason at all. There is a term for what that father is doing right now. What he's done. It is called DARVO. DARVO. D, denier. A, attack. R, reverse. V, victim. And offender. DARVO. Because he got caught on camera. Now the narrative is shifted to, well, let me tell you what she did. And this is a textbook move by abusers. The moment accountability comes, suddenly the victims become the problem. They shift their attention from themselves to the victim, to the other person. They play the victim card. We have seen this 1,000 times, and we need to be sharp enough to recognize it. But here's what I really want to say. Because Ilebaye's story, as painful as it is not just unique. How many people watching this right now grew up in homes like that? Where the person who's supposed to protect you, your father, that's supposed to protect you, is the one that you need protection from. And the hardest part, the society will still tell you that that's your father, you must respect him. You deserve the beating. Some people will say if they are the one, they will do more. And they will say, don't put family business outside. You know how your father can be. Ilebaye had won 120 million and a massive platform and a public audience. And she still couldn't just walk out of that house. Now imagine the person with none of these things. Imagine if she didn't have all of those things. Imagine what that man would be doing. Imagine she didn't have a phone to go live. Imagine there was no Tacha, no Beauty Tukura to mobilize for her that day. That's why this conversation matters to me. It's more than just a celebrity talk. And the boys, let me come back to those boys again. So they're still with that man. They're still with that man. And nobody's talking about it. That man is capable of buying that girl. Okay, let me land here on this Ilebaye matter. To me, Ilebaye checking on her brother is nothing wrong. All these things that man said, I don't even agree with it. Till I hear from Ilebaye. I've heard from the mother, and I feel like what he's saying is not completely true. I'll be a father too someday. Even if Ilebaye had disrespected her father, the father is to be blamed. Because how did you train your child from the beginning? That is now warrant that you lock her up and beat her so much so that you disfigure her face. The Nigerian police is failing us in this country. Where they're supposed to show themselves, they will not show themselves. They still left those boys with that man. And every single person online is still finding a reason to justify that beating that the man gave to his daughter. You are justifying what happened in that video. Something we saw on live. If it was somebody else, I know people will not take it like that. If this video made you think, share it. Tag Ilebaye's father and tell him he is a politician. He's not a father. He's trying to leech off his daughter. Let's share this word. Not just for Ilebaye, but for every father that needs to hear this. If I have my way, I will ensure that they get him arrested. But family matter, you don't need to involve. I want to know what you think should happen next. Should the brothers be left with this man? Let's talk in the comment section. Do you think Ilebaye got a fair treatment? What do you think about this situation so far? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to support this channel. I'll see you on the next one.